Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to use Google Meets. So the first thing you need to do is to go ahead and learn how to open the Meet. So I like to start here on my Google homepage, and then you go right up here to the waffle, and you will see Google Meet right there. So if you click on that, it's going to take you to this page. So from here, you can choose to start a new meeting, or you can enter a code or a nickname if someone has previously given you the code to a Google Meet to join or some sort of nickname. We're going to just start by clicking on New Meet. And right here, you can see we have three options. So we can create a meeting for later, like maybe we want to go ahead and create a link and send it out to students, or if you had like a conference with one-on-one or something, you can go ahead and create a link to share, and that will be something you will use later. Your second option is start an instant meeting. So maybe you've had a student call you and say, or email you and say, hey, I need to talk to you right now. I am struggling. So you can start that instant meeting and click on that and quickly send them over the link. Or you can schedule something in Google Calendar. This is a great tool also if you are if if you don't meet with your students every day, maybe there's certain times you meet with a student, you can schedule it in your Google Calendar. It'll put it on your calendar, and if you add the student's email in there, it will also share it with and add it to that student's Google Calendar, so they can have it, and the link will already be there as well. For today's video, we're going to just start an instant meeting, so we're going to click on this right here. So now we have our meeting that is ready. So you can see up here at the top where, turn the camera off right now. So you can see up here at the top where it says your meeting is ready. You can click on this button right here and type in emails to add other people. Or you can also just copy and paste this. If you were to click this right here, you would be able to copy that and you can paste that and email it. If for whatever reason a student cannot, it's not maybe at their computer, maybe their phone's not working and they can't join the Meet through the video, they can use this dial in number right here and this pen to call in. So they can still listen through their cell phone. The video portion will not work, but you can still at least talk to that person and have a conversation. So you can use that as well. I'm just going to go ahead and click exit. So let's go over some of the options you have right now. Down here, of course, are all the options for your video. So you can turn your mic on and off right here. This is your video. Normally, when I am meeting with students in like a synchronous class, I ask that everybody turn their videos on. I ask that, we kind of at the beginning of the year go over what should be in the video as far as background goes, that it is still a school setting. You need to make sure that you are in a area where there is nothing incriminating behind you. Everything's appropriate. We remind them to try to find a quiet area, maybe one where people are not walking back and forth a lot. We also ask that when students normally typically join, their microphone is already muted. That way there's not background noise and everything else that's coming in. You also have the option right here to turn on captions. So this is a great option for those who might have students, maybe there's bad internet access and they need to have the captions on and off. So that would be a great one. This right here is one of my favorite tools. It's called the raise hand tool. So maybe you're in the middle of a lesson, you're going through a presentation, you have a student that is, hey, I have a question. You always have that one that raises hands. They can simply click on that and it gives you a little icon showing you like, hey, somebody's asking you a question. It'll kind of bleep a little noise like bleep and lets you know that somebody's being respectful versus just interrupting you, but you do have a question. Yep, and there's that little thing to tell you that the question's on or off. You also have right here where you can present. So maybe you wanted to present a slideshow or some notes or a video. You can click that present now and it will present your other screen. Right here are some more options. So your Jamboard, which you're going to go over one of your other models, you have that right there. You have the option to record a meeting, which sometimes is not bad if you are maybe recording like your introductions to a big class or something like that, or you didn't have a lot of people join. You can always record a meeting. I would just be careful with showing names. You know, you want that confidentiality and the privacy respect there. You can change your layout. So when we have a lot of other students join, what's going to happen is there's going to end up being a grid over here. And right now, I'll pull it up actually. So in the call, it's just me right now. But normally you will have everyone else's name show up right here in the call. What's nice too is if you are the host, you can make notes to if you have to mute certain students or whatnot. This is also where you will see that hand raised option. You can see up at the top, one hand's been raised. You can lower it yourself if you want to. So that's nice. There's that option there to add people if you wanted to. Also, what's normally here, we have the chat. So this is where, if you want to give your maybe like a little warm up question or something, everybody can type here in the chat. That's always something I will say for students, like, hey, I'm going to be talking, but write questions in the chat, and then I will come back to the chat and answer all your questions. So you have that there as well. But what this present now will do will actually kind of make it where like there's another person you hear, and you're not able to see the Google Meet screen, but you're able to see your own screen that you're presenting. And it'll kind of just take over, excuse me, it'll take over this video here. Next are these activities that are really fun. So you can even use breakout rooms. So you can click on this and you can split students into smaller groups. Like maybe you want to do some little group-based project and you want to split them up, and then we come back together and discuss. So that's awesome. You can do a quick poll. I like to use that as like a little warm-up or maybe a little exit ticket sort of thing. There again, question and answer. You have your recording, and then you have the whiteboard, which I love the Jamboard. So Google Meets has everything right here. You've got different things. As the host, you have all these settings you can choose to add. So definitely take some time, play around with Google Meets. You will get more supplemental videos in your at the end of this module. This was just a quick brief how to use Google Meets and get yourself more familiarized with it.